Cunoscută fiind disciplina noastră în fața partenerului strategic, domnul Călin Georgescu își continuă periplul televizionistic și, cum zice așa, podcasteristic, e ok? În Statele Unite ale Americii, domnilor și domnilor. Seara și interviu, uneori chiar două pe seară, domnilor și domnilor, la ore de maximă audiență în România, nu în Statele Unite ale Americii. Călin Georgescu, de la începutul săptămânii, apare matematic pe prime time-ul românesc, repet, nu pe prime time-ul american, în diverse podcasturi realizate de tot soiul de cetățeni de succes, din câte se vede din cifrele lor oficiale. După ce a participat la podcastul pușcașului Marin Sean Ryan, care de fapt s-a și întrebuințat și a venit până la București să facă interviu de rigoare cu domnul Georgescu și l-a difuzat la începutul săptămânii, domnul Georgescu a apărut și în podcastul de mega succes al lui Alex Jones, un cetățean care are cam 3,5 milioane de urmăritori pe X, fostul Twitter, cunoscut conspiraționist, ba chiar autoasumat conspiraționist, și omul care a primit cea mai mare amendă legală din istoria justiției americane, 975 de milioane de dolari, pentru că a negat public o tragedie, un atentat în urma căreia 8 familii au fost distruse, mă rog, oamenii l-au dat în judecată și onorata justiție din Statele Unite ale Americii l-a amendat cu modesta sumă de 975.000 de dolari. Lucru care nu îl împiedică să aibă un succes uriaș cu podcastul lui și ultimul lui invitat a fost domnul Călin Georgescu, pe care îl ascultăm în clipele care urmează.
They canceled the vote, again illegally and unconstitutionally, and they stolen the vote, and simply they don't say anything more about that, just that they suspect, as I said, Russian influence to the elections. Moreover, in the last part of December in Brussels, the former president had a press conference, and the journalist asked him to have facts for this cancellation, and he said, we just suspect, we have suspicion on that, but we have not facts. And the journalist asked him, okay, but how you decide to cancel if you don't have facts? And he said, we continue to see and to find the facts, but we have just suspicion. So in any case, in my opinion, this sets a dangerous precedent, not only for Romania, but for the whole world, because they destroyed the democracy, they canceled the free elections, and in my opinion, now Romania is in a revolutionary situation because thousands and thousands of people are permanently on the street, Alex, non-stop. And the people are aware of the fact that this was a coup d'etat, order from abroad and implemented by the globalist system, by the oligarch system in Romania. And we have definitely a confirmation that during the campaign, I promote permanent peace, the peace in the region, and to stop the war, urgently to stop the war in Ukraine. And now, of course, I have nothing to do with Russia. I don't know nobody, just few people, in the sense of scientists, people there. I have nothing to do with the politicians in Russia, nothing to do with nobody there. Of course, everything was demonstrated about these things, but again, the point is that they are alert by the word peace, because they need war, simply like that. And I find that European Union here is the political arm of globalists, and NATO is the military one. I can tell you that more than that, Ursula von der Leyen was involved on that. And we have also facts about the conversation with the party, the Liberal Party in Romania. There are already facts on that. because simply they are desperate that someone like me, whatever, will stop the war in Ukraine. Because this is the most important part of what we find and how the corruption was exposed, what they want to do. NATO, we find that took over the military leadership from US in the respect to support and to help Ukraine. So, in other words, the most important thing which I want to underline is that NATO is looking as is divided in two, because President Trump is looking for peace, correct? Permanent, he said this, and they want to do something different, in a sense that to divide NATO in NATO, which is supported by European Union in order to control the situation in Ukraine. And this is a very, very dangerous aspect. And of course, it's a dramatic situation, I can say. But the situation of Europe is very, very difficult right now because they invest a lot of money in this war. But in any case, the wave is coming because you have seen the situation in Austria, you have seen the situation in Croatia. In any case, important is that the wave is coming, and it's a snowball effect of the sovereignty, not only in Europe, but in whole world. And of course, I really hope that the President Trump will act about this situation as soon as he will be confirmed in January 20. In my opinion, Zelensky won the PR war, but Putin won the real war. And it's, how I can say, it's a manipulation of the information permanently, in a sense, to push permanently the people, first of all, to be afraid about the situation, to keep the people in this situation on the war, and they have to clean their corruption, which is behind the wall. And we assist to a big shift, which will happen very soon, which in fact is happened already and absolutely clear. And they are desperate. They lost their position because they are desperate. They are doing a lot of mistakes. And simply, as I said, they are desperate to lose their position. And they know that. They know that already lost. It's just a matter of time until the moment when not only Romania, but a lot of countries will be free again. And this we can see with our eyes everywhere. For this reason, of course, it's not very easy to change the situation. And I'm telling you frankly, because they canceled the elections in December 6th. This give to us, as the Romanian people, the great people, as I said, the historical one, they give to us the power to be again together. The most important point is that we have to know that this situation is not coming from now. I wish to remember all of you that UN was born in 1945 with one simple goal, peace. And I have seen the situation inside, as insider, as whistleblower, as I am. I can tell you that never, ever was not real position in different meetings or conference or anyway, private one or under the radar one, whatever meetings there are, they didn't discuss real about peace. They invest a lot in the war, everywhere, behind the war. All the time is the financial and banking system. And the bankers are behind. The bankers, they have interest to invest. They have interest after to invest in reconstruction. And of course, they have interest to clean the corruption. So what the Romanian people, they made those days, they did those days, is that they expose the corruption. They expose the situation where we are right now as government, as state. And in the moment when we start to speak about peace, of course, they don't need this. They are alert, exactly as I said, they are alert to the word peace because they need war. Besides that, I declare that I will be a president of people, by the people, for the people of Romania. And of course, they don't need the people to be present. They don't need the sovereignty of the people. We are accused, and I'm accused about the fascism in general, the Romanian people, but the real fascists are the globalists, are the oligarchs. The communism and the capitalism is more or less the same because they want to control the market. They want to control the people. They want to impose just the big corporations in order to control the life of the people. And the people remain slaves in the position just to receive the salary and in fact to do exactly what they want. And all the system which was made in the world is wrong. So we have to change the system, not to change the people. So for this reason, my position was to change also the economy, the vision of economy. So for this reason, I wish to spread the private the productive property everywhere, to spread the power of the people to each citizenship. Each of citizens of Romania have to have power enough and to be free again and to be independent. The last point is that the people, they don't receive the love from the state. And of course, all these things are not natural disasters, are man-made. And we know very well these things. So the planet, they can give to us everything we need, but for sure the planet cannot cover our greed, or in fact part of the people which they control, the oligarch system, which they try to control the greed, and they impose this situation everywhere. The only thing which I can tell you, of course, but I'm sure that will not happen, but in any case, it's a dramatic situation, is to impose and to start the war, in a sense, the third war in Ukraine. And the real door for this is Romania. The people on the street, they demonstrate to all of them that we don't play games. And for sure that they are afraid more than the people are afraid about them. The fear is already in the system, which they didn't believe that the people can control the situation and the people to impose their democracy and their freedom. Mr. Rutte, the chief of NATO, they try to impose their rules and to push how much is possible the third war in the region particularly via Romania. They have just slaves in this position of power. They have power holders. They are not leaders. In fact, there are very few leaders in the world right now. And in Romania, they have just puppets. And via these puppets, they want to control the war and to impose the war how fast is possible before the President Trump nomination on the 20th.